What is going on, film fans? It is Brad from Let's Be Real with Brad, and today in the channel, I want to talk to you guys about all of these pickups that I got from the month of September, 4Ks, Blu-rays, or whatever, so let's just get to the video. For the first pickup I got is the 50th anniversary of this film, and it was released in theaters again last month, and I finally checked this movie out, and that is Enter the Dragon on 4K Blu-ray, and I even got the slipcover for it, and I thought this movie was incredible. I definitely need to go through all of Bruce Lee's filmography because this man is a legend, and this is definitely one of his biggest movies, and it was so awesome. And it was even crazier to see how amazing this 4K Blu-ray was in terms of the restoration process, the audio, and it just felt so brand new watching it that I think anybody today could still love this movie, and for younger people who can see this in its new 4K quality, they're going to love it even more. The next pickup I got is an upgrade of an existing Blu-ray that I had in my collection, and that is Life of Pi on 4K Blu-ray, as there was a massive sale for a bunch of 20th Century Studios movies at Best Buy, and I had missed the original sale because it was sold out, but then they put this back on Best Buy for $8.99 on 4K, and you know I had to pick it up because this is one of the best looking visual effects movies I have ever seen. Ang Lee is such a fantastic director, as this is one of my favorite movies of his, and if you have never seen this movie, then you're definitely gonna love it. It was a box office smash hit, and it was definitely one of the best movies of 2013. The next pickup I got is from Shout Factory, which had a lot of great deals this past summer, and I also got Liar Liar on Blu-ray. So for an interesting point, I actually got Liar Liar on Blu-ray from Universal because it was really cheap, but the quality was just really poor, as it was one of those earlier Blu-rays that was just upscaled from DVD. But Shout Factory did a new Blu-ray and it looks a lot better. It's not like this grand like transfer, but it's definitely a really big upgrade as from what I've heard. So I'm really glad to have this, obviously, because you know it's Shout Factory, you have all the special features and just the cool artwork and all that great stuff. So I'm glad I got it for a good price. Another pickup I got from Shout Factory is Midnight Run, which is the brand new 4K Blu-ray, and I have never seen this movie. I haven't even heard of it, but I heard it was a really good movie, so you know I had to pick it up. It had a 50% off sale, which a lot of the Shout Factory titles were having this summer, so I just had to pick it up, and I'm so glad I did. So I hope the movie's great. The next pickup I got is a 4K Blu-ray upgrade over an existing Blu-ray that I had once picked up in a pickup video before, and that is the Exorcist 3 from Shout Factory, as I just need to get the upgrade because, you know, it's 4K. You know, you just got to get the best quality, especially with the new The Exorcist Believer that's coming out next month. I have never seen this movie, and I haven't seen any of the sequels to The Exorcist, so you know what? I had to just pick this one up. I heard it's one of the better sequels. Hopefully, I'll really enjoy it, and I'm really excited to see what this new 4K presentation has to offer. The next pickup I got is a Disney 4K Blu-ray, and that is Ralph Breaks the Internet, which actually came with the slipcover, even though this movie has been out for a couple of years now, and I got it for like a massive deal, like on Amazon. It was like $7.99, $8.99, whatever it was, and I've seen this movie twice in theaters. I thought it was really good, maybe not as good as the first movie, and I know some people don't love this one as much, but I thought it was really enjoyable, and I'm just glad to have it in the collection because I just really like Wreck-It Ralph. The next pickup I got is a 4K Blu-ray upgrade of an existing Blu-ray that I had, and this is the 4K Blu-ray from Kino, which is 12 Angry Men, as I had originally had the Criterion Blu-ray, and I think is one of the best movies I've ever seen, and with this being a new 4K restoration and being in black and white, I just had to get it because, you know, it's going to be an amazing transfer, and I can't wait to see how this looks in the best quality format. It was 50% off, and it also has this great slipcover, so you know what? You really can't go wrong. The next pickup I got is considered one of the greatest 4K upgrades of all time, and that is Reservoir Dogs on 4K Blu-ray. It came with a slipcover because this movie was pretty cheap. I could have gotten it at its lowest price and waited, but this movie was already around $13 and it was a little bit of a sale, so I just had to get it because it is in my top 100 movies that I've ever seen. This movie is fantastic. It's probably one of Tarantino's best movies, and it has a massive jump in quality as I had the Blu-ray and it didn't look so great, and this looks 100 times better. This is totally worth it. I really enjoy the artwork here, and if you've never seen this movie, it is a classic. It's iconic. It's one of the best small budgeted movies of all time, and I just can't praise this movie enough. The next pickup I got is from Shout Factory, and that is the Blu-ray of The Jerk, which I also heard is a big upgrade over the existing Blu-ray that existed. And I had actually watched this movie on streaming a couple months ago, and I thought this movie was hilarious. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but it was a big hit when it came out, and I really enjoy Steve Martin, and it was such a weird movie that I just need to see it again. And with this being the best version of the movie, I'm gonna have to rewatch it again and see how great this movie would look on this Shout Factory Blu-ray. It's loaded with a ton of special features, and you know, it's a classic. I also got another Blu-ray from Shout Factory, and that is the Legally Blonde collection, as I heard this also had a pretty decent upgrade over the existing Blu-ray, which I think that all three of the ones I've talked about were from Universal. No, this one's actually from MGM, which, you know, makes sense because some of the other MGM Blu-rays kind of had the same deal like RoboCop, The Silence of the Lambs, and when they got the upgrade to boutique labels, they were definitely a lot better. But in any case, I definitely need to get this because I enjoy the first Legally Blonde movie. It is a iconic classic at this point, even though I still think it's a good, solid movie. I've never seen the sequel, but it just came together, so you might as well get it. And there are talks of making Legally Blonde 3 that might come out next year or a year after, depending on the writers and actor strike that's going on right now. But being able to have this in the collection and watch it before that potential third one is definitely a steal in my book, especially when buying it at the lowest price. The next pickup I got is from Kino Lorber, and this is a 4K Blu-ray that I've been wanting for some time, and I got a little deal on this, and it was sold out everywhere, and I got it from the website. And I got Touch of Evil by Orson Welles, as this was a really expensive 4K Blu-ray, but I got it for around $35, which was considered its lowest price. And so that's really awesome because there are like 3 different cuts of this movie. There's a ton of special features. I heard this movie looks amazing. It even has a slipcover with it. And I heard it's one of the greatest films of all time. So with all that being said, why haven't I watched this movie? I have no idea. Too busy watching all the Saw movies and the My Big Fat Greek Wedding movies before the newest movies come out. So hopefully I'll be able to get to watch this soon. The next pickup I got is a Blu-ray of the New England Patriots Super Bowl documentary. I already have the other Patriots ones, and I just didn't have this one because, you know, this was from one of their, you know, newest Super Bowl wins because, you know, they always win. And you guys probably know I am from Massachusetts, so I'm a big sports fan. I don't talk about it all that much, but I'm very heavily involved with the Sox and the Celtics, Bruins, and the Patriots. So, you know, I had to at least get the movie here and watch it before the season started this season. So, you know what? I had to get it for like, I don't know, $6 or $5 brand new on eBay. Sounds like a steal to me. The next pickup I got is from Studio Canal, and it is a 4K Blu-ray that has not been released in the States, and that is Basic Instinct. So a little story behind this. I actually watched this movie through Showtime on the Paramount Plus app because it's included at this point. You pay like a couple extra dollars, and I actually thought this movie was a pretty solid watch. It was definitely one of the biggest movies of the 90s, a box office smash hit. But when watching on Paramount Plus, it was just very distracting of how bad the quality was, especially when you look up that the Blu-ray wasn't as good as well. But then I heard that there was a 4K Blu-ray that looks amazing, and I got the slipcover with that as well. I definitely paid a little bit more than I probably should, but being that this is from Studio Canal and there's weird rights issues, you know, with certain movies overseas, I heard this is one of the best upgrades to 4K, and I can't wait to watch this movie again because, you know, I want to see what it actually is supposed to look like, because I heard they cleaned it up quite a bit. And now we're here. I got a region-free Blu-ray as well, so you know what? Time to watch it again. Next pickup I got is a movie in the Jack Ryan series that I haven't seen, and that is Patriot Games on 4K Blu-ray with the slipcover. It was for a really good deal at Best Buy, and you know I had to pick it up. I'm a big fan of Harrison Ford, and I've never seen this movie and the other movie Clear and Present Danger, and I heard there were some of the biggest hits of his career, so you know what? Definitely gotta watch these movies. I've heard they're pretty good, and that's all I really gotta say. The next two pickups I got were actually birthday presents from my mom back in August, and I just never put them in a video, so here I am to talk about them now, and that is The Firm on 4K Blu-ray. That was actually pretty brand new, and it's a big 90s hit because, you know, my mom's from the 90s, so you know what? She said, I gotta watch this. It's on 4K Blu-ray, and then she also got me Clear and Present Danger on 4K Blu-ray, so a bunch of 90s movies that she wants me to see. Now that I told her if it's on 4K, I will definitely watch it if I know that a 4K is coming out, so to my mom, I'm definitely going to watch these movies. She knows me well, so super happy to have them. The next pickup I got is one of the biggest movies of 2023, and I mainly got it because of my little brother, and I put the digital code on Vudu so he can watch it at his house, and that is the Super Mario Bros. Movie that I did think was okay. I saw it twice in theaters. I actually dressed up as Luigi at the school that I work at and brought the whole school to go see the movie on this private theater experience, so that was a lot of fun. And so I have a lot of history with this movie, and I'm also a pretty big Super Mario fan. You know, really love video games, really love the Mario characters, so you know what, I just had that in the collection, got the slipcover, and you know what, I thought this was okay. This is, you know, kind of one of those movies you have in the collection just because it was just a big cultural sensation and you just enjoy it for what it is, even though it's not that amazing of a movie, but still. Usually at the end of every 4K Blu-ray pickup video that I do, I try to save the best one for last, something that's just big or just really important to me, that's just, you know what, you wait around and you want to see it, and you probably already saw it at one point in this video just looking over, but I'm just going to talk about it, and that is the Godzilla collection from Criterion. I mean, this thing is so cool. I got it for a pretty good deal on eBay. I got it for at least the lowest price possible. Probably, I think I even got it a little bit cheaper than the 50% off. It came in such amazing condition, and I have never seen really any of the other Godzilla movies besides like the new ones that have come out in the current era. And with the newest Godzilla movie that's coming out in December, that's going to be from Japan, and the one next year, which is the sequel to Godzilla vs. Kong, I think it's time to get through all the Godzilla and King Kong movies. So what better yet to watch it on the Criterion, which just has this massive booklet with all these discs, and I'm struggling, and it's got this booklet and amazing artwork. I mean, this is just for the fans of Godzilla, and I would love for them to do a King Kong version at some point, but you know what? It's time to watch some Godzilla, and I'm really excited about it. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video. As I want to know below in the comment section, what was your favorite pickup that I got, and what are some of the pickups that you got from the past month or so? I would love to hear about it. And before you guys check out this video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and also leave a like on this video. It helps the algorithm. And don't forget to hit that notification bell because you never want to miss a brand new video.